Race 2 of the 2022 Pirelli French round. Good start from Alex Lowes. Lowes will get up alongside his teammate Jonathan Rea in towards turn 1. He's stuck on the outside. They'll give him the inside now for turn 2, but Rea manages to get back across the front of him for third place. So it's Razgatlioglu who leads away from pole position. Alvaro Bautista, who started second on the grid, is second as they head down towards the Adelaide hairpin for the first time. But there goes Bautista, surging through, coming through turns 3 and 4. And we ride on board now as the top of the field bunches up. Razgatlioglu beginning to drop backwards. Jonathan Rea almost snaps under braking as they go into the Adelaide hairpin. Alex Lowes trying to go the long way round. He's at risk here from Axel Bassani, who's made a decent start. He's into 5th. Lowes sweeps across his path to defend 4th place. Redding is 6th. Rinaldi 7th. Baz, Locatelli, Lecquona rounding out your top 10. So decent jump from Axel Bassani, but otherwise status quo maintained up at the head of the field so far. Jonathan Rea looking to the inside of Toprak Razgatlioglu through 180, but can find no way through there.
Yeah, it almost looked like a bit of an issue there for Toprak because the rest of the field came through to him as well. It wasn't just the Ducati flowing past him, it was a lot of other riders.
And here goes Rea as well. Rea is through for second. Is he going to overcook it though coming up the hill? He's certainly offline. Razgatlioglu will be on the outside now for turn 13. Might think about the cutback. Jonathan Rea moves across his path. Alex Lowes still in 4th place. Bassani now defending from Scott Redding behind. Redding was almost alongside himself coming through turn 13 to recover that 5th position. Riding on board with Razgatlioglu. No opportunity for those top 3 positions to change hands coming through the Lycée complex until Jonathan Rea runs wide and Razgatlioglu is back through up for 2nd position, and problems there for Alex Lowes, who takes the escape road coming off that final turn as well. So it's all changed at the end of lap number 1. Bautista, Razgatlioglu and Rea, followed by Alex Lowes, who appears to have got back into 4th place. No, he hasn't. He is now behind Redding as well as Bassani. Razgatlioglu and Bautista now trading places, and Razgatlioglu is through to lead.
Yeah, that was the important thing for Jonathan Rea. Making that mistake allowed Toprak to come through. Rea's going to have to do the same.
Down goes Bautista. He's collected by Jonathan Rea as they come through towards the final sector of lap number 2, and Jonathan Rea has dropped back behind Axel Bassani, but that was aggressive in the extreme from Jonathan Rea.
This is the move from Jonathan Rea on Alvaro Bautista, and you can see there it's the 2 riders coming in looking for the same line. Bautista's going to be aggrieved for that, and it's hard to argue with that really for Alvaro.
Yes, Alvaro Bautista collected and at high speed goes down into the gravel trap. We're not jumping the gun. Of course, Race Direction have a decision to make as Axel Bassani comes through on Toprak Razgatlioglu for the lead. Rea is still scrapping very much for a podium position with Michael, Ruben, Rinaldi. Good action from the other 2 Ducatis up at the head of the field here. Rinaldi desperate to get on terms with the riders ahead of him, seeing Bassani escape away at the head of the field, but it's Jonathan Rea who holds sway, for the moment at least, in 3rd position.
Yeah, Rinaldi's going to be living for the next corner all the way through this battle with Rea.
Oh, and a big moment for Rinaldi, and he stands up Jonathan Rea, and Alex Lowes now is going to come through for 4th position, and Scott Redding wasting no time either, and Jonathan Rea suddenly finds himself the victim of some of his own medicine, really, as aggressive on Rea as Rea was to Bautista. Michael, Ruben Rinaldi bumps him out of the way, and Jonathan Rea is down to 6th place on lap 4 of 21. Feels like we've had 2 races in one already. This is Michael van der Mark. He's gone down at the back end of the final sector. It's a long lap penalty. I can confirm a long lap penalty has been given to Jonathan Rea on the number 65. It's just 1 long lap penalty, so it's only going to cost him a few seconds. It's proven a lot more costly than that for Alvaro Bautista, of course, who is out of the race. But Rea set to lose potentially 2, maybe even more positions here. We're as early as lap number 4. He's got a few laps to serve it. We ride on board with Alvaro Bautista, but there's more drama to come here in race 2.
Yeah, and you can see here Jonathan Rea just going to come down the inside and bundles his way through, and Bautista left with nowhere to go.
Jonathan Rea will serve his long lap penalty. He's got to stay carefully in between the white lines to have been considered to have served it successfully. He has done so. He filters back in, and he filters in between the BMW of Loris Baz and Andrea Locatelli. And Baz didn't look too enamoured with that aggressive return to the circuit right in the middle of a battle from Jonathan Rea.
Yeah, a lot of riders complained about Rea joining into a battle a lap down yesterday, but Baz is going to be annoyed about him doing that in the long lap penalty, and he barges him out of the way, and he makes sure to look across at him as well when he does that.
Yes, as a way of saying that's for your rejoining onto the circuit right in our path. There might be another move down the inside here from Loris Baz as we come in towards turn 15. He's not quite close enough.
You can see here at the front of the field, there's nothing separating Rinaldi to Bassani for second and third.
It is Axel Bassani, Toprak Razgatlioglu and Michael Ruben Rinaldi who currently occupy those podium positions. Bassani was slow coming off the 180. An opportunity here as they come up the hill towards the Nürburgring chicane, towards the Imola chicane rather. Bassani's going to go from first to third. Rinaldi comes from third to first. Razgatlioglu is on the receiving end again from the Ducati, and now it's Ducati 1 and 2. Rinaldi on the inside, Bassani going the long way round. The rivalry between these two reignited on track, and now it's for a potential race win. Bassani is not going to give this up without a fight. Rinaldi stakes his claim for the position. It's single file through the Chateau d'Eau, and Rinaldi has come from third to first. And now Razgatlioglu is finally through on Axel Bassani, but by the time he's got the job done, Michael Ruben Rinaldi has hit the front. Jonathan Rea making his way through the long right-hander at Estoril. He's dropped another tenth of a second to Scott Redding, and positions 5 and 6 are beginning to settle down. No such luck at the front. It's as tight as you like, and Toprak Razgatlioglu finds his way through at long last on Michael Ruben Rinaldi. Rinaldi thinks about the cutback, but he can't get there. Toprak Razgatlioglu with the perfect apex. Now the race up towards the chicane. Rinaldi digging in, desperate to fight straight back, but he can't do so. Toprak Razgatlioglu has made a clean and perfect pass for the lead and is now looking good for back-to-back victories here in Manicourt.
Be able to get close enough to Toprak to attempt a move is always going to be difficult, and certainly for Rinaldi, half a second the margin now. His race is just turning to making sure that you can hold on to that.
Rinaldi's off. Michael Ruben Rinaldi exits the circuit just as he did in race 1 yesterday, but this time he's not punished for it. There's no gravel there. He's able to go across the green paint and rejoin.
This is going to be a replay of Rinaldi in the background. You're going to see he's just going to shoot through the Imola chicane. We see that quite a lot. It doesn't actually cost you that much time to do that, but it takes away your confidence, obviously, from having made that mistake for Rinaldi.
Redding's wide, and that's going to allow Jonathan Rea through now for 5th place. So Alex Lowe's hunting down Axel Bassani for a place on the podium. Scott Redding was being hunted by Jonathan Rea, and it's Rea, the 6 times world champion, who's found his way through. It's worth an extra world championship point.
Bassani's ridden a really good race, led a few laps in the early stages as well, and didn't put a foot wrong. And if he's able to hold on to that podium, it's a good effort by him, and certainly keeps him close to Rinaldi as well, like he's been all the way through this weekend.
And neither has Toprak put a foot wrong in this race.
Toprak from the Superpole race onwards has been absolutely perfect. It's just that big mistake yesterday, but as it is, he's still in a position to claw back a lot of points on Bautista.
Axel Bassani led in the early stages. Michael Ruben Rinaldi was the next Ducati to take up the baton. But it's Toprak Razgatlioglu for his 3rd successive Sunday double. Razgatlioglu wins the Superpole race and race 2 in Manicourt.